5 weeks after the faculty strike began, and now college students back in the classroom today. They do have the option of dropping the semester for a full refund or receiving some student support funds as well. Let's get over to our Tammy Sutherland, and you are speaking to one student at Centennial. Good morning.
Good morning, Melanie. We're at Centennial College, the campus at Warden and Eglinton, and we have James Fauvelle, who's a social work student here. You've been very vocal throughout the strike. The province announcing the tuition rebate that is available. What are your thoughts on the rebate as well as the hardship fund that's been announced?
Well, to be honest with you, let's just look at the math, right? According to the college, that there's $5 million that's been set aside. When you do the math of 500,000 students, that's $10 per student. So obviously there's a vetting process in here, and who gets to decide that vetting process?
Are you concerned then? Are you thinking about withdrawing? Right now you're in your third semester.
You know what? I am. A lot of people that I've spoken to have. You know, when you have your two options that have been given to you, you know, it's a hard choice to make. Like, do I continue forward or do I withdraw? At this point, you know, my original contract states December 15th. I'm going to go to class till December 15th. That's what I paid for my tuition for. You know, when somebody comes and steps in and announces a mandate without consolidating or inviting student bodies to the table, something's wrong with that, you know, that process. And at the end of the day, I'm walking out as of December 15th, along with many other people.
Now, you talk about this walkout December 15th, that this was supposed to be when the term was going to end. Tell us a little bit about what some of the college students across the province have been trying to put together.
Well, what we're trying to do is, you know, get our voices heard and understand that even though that the hammer came down, it doesn't mean that we're going to accept this offer. You know, we stand by our faculty 100% of the way. And you know, for us to put our life on hold and you know, continue to move forward with the semester after it's been extended 3 weeks is ridiculous. You know, I'm a 39-year-old male. I've got to work. My wife works 5 jobs. You know, and that's just one voice, and it's very similar to a lot of voices I've been hearing in a lot of the outpour and the outcries. My biggest concern right now is the fact that nobody is talking about, you know, students with disabilities and students with mental health, people living with mental health issues that have been diagnosed. What's been put in place for them when they come back to the school? You know, this is now a human rights violation. You know, when last night, you know, my co-organizer, Paula Greenberg, was at the town hall meeting, and when all of these were brought up and all these issues brought up about the mental health and the learning disability aspect, Wynn continued to deflect and couldn't give an answer. And her answer basically was, you know, well, we're not there yet. Well, school starts today and there's nothing put in place. So what are you doing to protect students?
Right. Again, and these students are returning, thank you very much, James, to class today. James also telling us about a walkout that may be planned for December 15th involving students from right across the province. Mel, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Tammy, thank you for that. And of course, a lot of people are talking about the finances. So let's break down that student support fund that James and yourself mentioned there, Tammy. Students will be allowed up to $500 to pay for childcare, rebooked flights, trains and buses, January rent, and a transit pass for an additional month. And when James mentioned they're breaking down the math, does it all work out? That's a big question mark right now.